Is it to that reason? Like you were struggling maybe in your own way during the pandemic, and you kind of wanted to explore that, right?
Yeah, for sure. It was exactly like you put it. It was very, very, I'll say a unique roller coaster, right?
Hmm.
Why I'm saying unique because we all individually at phases in our life go through our own roller coaster rides,
Of course.
but sometimes we can predict them, and because it's almost like a deja vu experience, we can
Yeah.
already scale them easily.
Hmm.
But this was, of course, something we had never gone through before. So new things were about to come up. Like, for example, I would say I'm a very people oriented person. I work
Hmm.
best when I'm around people.
Nice.
And that's why when I'm studying in school, the library is always a place I go to. I'm looking for my closest colleague or classmate to go study with.
Nice. Yeah.
So if you put someone like me at home for months on end, it's literally the
Yeah.
equivalent of what do they call it? Solitary confinement in prison.
Yeah.
That's exactly
For
what it
sure,
felt
man.
like.
Hmm.
And I'm sure you know, like they tell say that people who are in solitary confinement, sometimes they start hallucinating, sometimes they start having too frequent conversations with themselves. They can't think straight. They may lose their sense of identity, those
Yeah.
kinds of things.
Hmm.
And I would say that was a similar experience to what it was for me. That sometimes I would just completely lose motivation in doing anything. Sometimes, maybe to an extent, started hallucinating myself, where I almost try to imagine people being around and being like, oh, when I meet up with my friends again, what are some of the conversations I will have with them? And I started
Hmm.
having conversations with myself because it was just me alone most of the time.
Yeah.
And of course, that resulted in like extended periods of just sadness and low energy and everything. And of course, people around me were kind of worried because they know me that I'm not the kind of person to ever bring a sad energy to the table. I'm always the
Yeah.
type of person that would try to make you smile, even
Happy
if
go lucky.
my exactly like even if I'm going through a rough patch. Just when I see that you're feeling bad as well, I completely throw my problems out the door and I try to help you out.
Wow, that's really
But
nice, man. Yeah.
that's when people started feeling concerned. And to me, not trying to put it the way that, oh, I've never needed help before, but it kind of made me also feel bad that now my problems were being weighed on other people too as well. And I didn't want that to be the case. So
You
that's
don't like
why
being burden on people, and you don't like,
exactly.
yeah, you hate that responsibility of, "Oh, my emotions are making this person suffer right now or making them feel worse about themselves."
True.
But I can relate to what you were saying, man, is that, yeah, with this pandemic, a big thing for me is, that clouded vision, like when you're, especially as a creative, when you're trying to do something, like I was trying to write a script, and I just couldn't think of anything because I think psychologically your mind goes to the negative, goes to a place where it's like, well, what's going to happen, what does this all mean, what's it for, who cares? And what it is that you struggle with that, and that's why with this film, it was such a great opportunity to look forward to. Being home for months on end and not knowing if this project would come to fruition, and the fact that we kind of band together and we said, no, this is the date, we're going to do it. And luckily for us, the situation wasn't as dire as it is now.
Yeah.
So yeah, I think it's very, I know, I think it's very important. Like what you said is, even when you are going through stuff, that's really nice of what you said. Selfless is you don't bring it to other people, because I'm guilty of that. Like when I'm talking to people, sometimes I catch myself like talking about my problems, or I'll talk about situations. And people, like, don't get me wrong, they can be supportive and they want to hear, but I just realized, and it may sound cynical or cruel, but people don't care at the end of the day. They got their own problems, right? You can only talk about them for so long, right? Like if I tell you what's going on in my life, right? Yeah, you'll listen, you'll be considerate, you'll give me advice. But if I repeat it for the next 5 days and that's all you hear from me, like, you're gonna say, David, like, you're gonna be like, Daniel, buddy, I got school to do, man. Like I gotta figure out, right? I gotta, you know what I mean? Like I don't have time for this.
Yeah.
Because again, it's not to be selfish. It's just people are on their own, living their own world. Like they have their own responsibilities and they have their own problems. So
Facts.
um, I think it's just, yeah, a mature perspective. It's not cruel. It's just the way the world works, and you got to be. That's why I always say you got to invest in yourself. You got to have self care, because you got to be strong when no one else is around to help you. You can't rely on them to uplift you, right? You have to uplift yourself. People will support and give you some motivational pieces of advice. I know I have my fair share, but at the
Yeah.
same time, I think it's very important that you're strong enough to hold your own.